Testing. Testing. Great. Screw it. Whatever. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I know I'm late, but hey, better late than never. Okay, welcome, Steven. Welcome. Also, maybe I should turn off long commands because I actually want to be productive. Let me think here. Long sounds. Can I just disable all of these? Set permission. False. Wait, can I? Can I actually? I can. Wow. That's actually handy. Bang. Yes. Wait. Did it actually work? No. No, it didn't. Well, that sucks. Okay, great. Let's get it.
Hi, my name is Mosh, and I'm going to be your instructor
And let's watch this at 1.5 speed.
in this Java course. In this course, you're going to learn everything you need to get started programming in Java. We'll start off by installing all the necessary tools to build Java applications. Then you're going to learn about the basics of Java. You'll learn how Java code gets executed. You'll learn how to build simple algorithms. And throughout this course, I'm going to share with you lots of tips and shortcuts from my years of experience. I'll teach you how to write good code like a professional developer. So by the end of watching this course, you will have a solid foundation in Java and be ready to learn about advanced Java features. I've designed this course for anyone who wants to learn Java. If you're a beginner, don't worry. I'll make Java super simple and hold your hands through this entire course. You're not too old or too young. You'll write your first Java program in minutes. My name is Mosh. I'm a software engineer with 2 decades of experience.
Epic.
I've taught over 3 million people how to code and how to become professional software engineers. I have a coding school at codewithmosh.com where you can find plenty of courses that help you take your coding skills to the next level. I hope you'll stick around and learn this beautiful and powerful programming language. And now a word from this video sponsor. As someone who runs an online business, I cannot stress enough the importance of staying safe online. So head over to download Mosh to get. In this Java tutorial, we're going to download and install the necessary tools to build Java applications. So open up your browser and search for JDK download. JDK is short for Java Development Kit, and it's basically a software development environment for building
All
Java
right.
applications. It has a compiler, it has a bunch of code that we can reuse, it has a Java runtime environment, and a bunch of other stuff. So over here, you can see this page on oracle.com, Java SE, which is short for Java Standard Edition.
Why do I not?
Now over here, click on this
Fudge
icon.
it. Who cares?
Now on this page, you can see Java Development Kit for various platforms like Linux, macOS, and Windows. Here I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to download this DMG file over here.
Fudge. DMG damage. Should I do exe or should I do this is not is
here. Now before we like Linux, click on this icon, which is short for Java Standard Edition. Click on this.
Java, okay, JDK. I'm looking for JDK. They've obviously updated the website by this point. JDK mission control. What am I supposed to do here? JMC. That's up to so that's not it. JDK download. Should I get 16.0? I don't know, dude. This is 12. Looking for Oracle Open JDK builds. Which one do I do? Steven, I need help. I should just do the most recent, right? It's not going to be that much different, right? License has changed for releases starting April 16th. New Oracle Technology Network License Agreement. Such as personal use and development use at no cost. But other uses authorized under... Okay. 16... We got zip. Do I want zip? No. No, I want the installer. Okay. Let's just download that.
And over here, click on this icon. Now on this page, you can see Java Development Kit for various platforms like Linux, macOS, and Windows. Here I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to download this DMG file over here. Now before we do this, first we need to accept the license agreement. All right, now let's download the DMG. When we open this, we're going to see this package. Let's double click this. And here we see this installation wizard. It's super easy. Just click continue and install. You have to enter your computer's password. And then, all right, done. Beautiful. So we can move this to trash. Now, the next piece of software we need is
so we can just throw this. We can just throw this straight in the trash. Gotti. Yeah. Ahaha. That's a Chad move right there. What a freaking Chad move. Obviously a joke. Oh, Cursajan's here. Fudge, dude. Fudge. Cursajan, someone who actually knows how to code. Gosh dang, dude. I am not gonna have fun with this. Wow. Computing space requirements. Sorry, I'm AFK because I'm playing ranked Overwatch. Okay, let's just do normal. Let's do everything normal here. I downloaded the development kit for 16, for Java 16. Is that it? What the What did I just do?
Is a code editor. There's so many code editors for building Java applications.
Okay, I just downloaded Java. Now I have to. Okay.
Popular ones are NetBeans, Eclipse, and IntelliJ.
Fair.
In this Java course, I'm going to use
Fair.
IntelliJ, but if you have a favorite editor, feel free to use that to take this course. That's perfectly fine. So,
which one do you suggest, Cursajan?
let's search for IntelliJ. But if
NetBeans, Eclipse, IntelliJ. Which Java code editor? Does it matter? Does it matter? Does it actually matter? IntelliJ, okay. I'm gonna trust Steven.
Alright, you can see download IntelliJ ID.
I don't know Java that much. I mostly know GML and Python and a bit of C++. Okay. Fair.
Deal. Click on this link.
JetBrains. Did something actually just... Wait, don't you have to learn Java for hytale though? Also, what is GML? I can't right click that. GML coding language. Oh. Yeah, makes sense. I tried to do that, but I didn't do GML. Hytale is JavaScript, I think. What? GML is the custom scripting language for Game Maker Studio. Got it. Wait, but literally if we go to the hytale trailer, this is Java, right? Like this up here is Java, right? We got var. Fudge, dude. If I do this, that's not gonna work. Aha. And also, they use JSON for mob behaviors. Okay, let me just look up hytale FAQ because different ways, platforms, languages, age rating, PvP. Oh, okay. Fudge. No, this is not it. C. Wait, is it? What are they fudging? Wait. I know where this is. Let me just... It's on one of the FAQs. I know that. Maybe on the second one? FAQ update. Announcement FAQ. Wait. PvP development. Stats. No. No. Engine. Wait. What? Oh, okay. We're trying to keep this blog post non-technical in nature. We can say, however, that we'll be covering some of the high-level concepts regarding modding and content creation in a more technical blog very soon. Did they ever do that? Did they ever do that? Like, ever? Like, ever do that? They never said JavaScript. People assumed that based on the AI blog. Wait, I'm thinking not JavaScript. I'm thinking Java because I just want to learn what the hytale model maker is going to be. Or the hytale modding software. All that. I just want to learn that. That's the first thing I want to learn. Hytale coding hytake. Coding language for modding. C# and Java. Yet, okay, that's what I thought. Java if you want to learn how to mod. JavaScript if you want to script. Okay. Go for TypeScript. What? Okay, I'm learning Java anyway. Who fudging cares? Who cares? Who cares? Wait, this is the announcement FAQ. Wait, have they actually not told us? Like, I could have sworn that they said... what is it? They said client in C# and something else and server in Java is what I remember them saying. Wait. I actually need to find this out. It's going to be bothering me forever. Server technology. Client. Nope. Nope. Wait. Building with blocks. Oh wait, C# is Unity too, right? What language does Unity use? True. Okay. Great. I guess that's pretty much it. It is annoying they never specified specifically what coding language modding is in. C# is Unity, yes. Okay, great. Client. I remember what is it? What is it? name? High-tech? High-tech? So wait, everyone is just guessing? Are you fudging kidding me? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hytale's client is written in C# and servers run on Java. There it is. But like, is it? I guess they use JSON for. They use JSON too. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what JSON is. If you guys could tell me, that'd be super great. High tech. Alrighty. Here we go.
Hi guys, it's Hytale, and I'm back with.
And also, he recommends Kotlin, which is, you know, which is like a Java IDE or something. I don't freaking remember.
And its syntax is a lot more friendly in general. It also is a bit future, where I will explain its. The lowest level is pretty difficult to learn, and the highest level becomes very slow. Luckily, our modding language Java lies directly in the middle, and it's pretty easy to learn and...
Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm learning Java. It doesn't even matter anyway.
Over here,
JSON is scripting language like Python. It's pretty simple. Okay, so JSON is a scripting language. It's not just a file designation or file type or whatever.
the community edition, which is absolutely free.
Well, is it a file type? I don't fudge. I don't know. I don't know anything.
And
Okay.
it's more than enough for this course. So, download. All right, now let's drag and drop this onto the applications folder. And it's more than enough for this course.
Hello, welcome, welcome. How was your day? It was decent, actually. It was decent. Community. No, thanks. I mean, I just didn't get that much sleep, but, you know, besides that, it's all right. Do anything fun? No. I mean, I went to work. I came home. I played a little bit of Genshin. I went to church. I came home. I played a little bit of Genshin. That's it. Yep. That's pretty much it.
So, download.
And then I did this. Then I ate dinner and I did this. So you go to church every Saturday? No, every Sunday, but there's like vigil. There's like a thing that you can do. Like if you go to Sunday night or Saturday night, Mass is the official thing. The official term for it. Hi, learning Java? Pog, yes. So if you go to the one on Saturday night, then you don't have to go to the one on Sunday. It like carries over. This is gonna take a while to download.
All right, now let's drag and drop this onto the applications folder. Beautiful. All right, we've installed all the necessary tools to build Java applications. So next we're going to look at the anatomy of a Java program.
Okay, I guess I don't really need to.
In this Java tutorial, we're going to look at the anatomy of Java program.
Till Jay makes Java great. I'm
this one is building
glad.
Java program.
Programs
are functions. A function is
I'm
a block of
downloading
code that
it
performs a task.
right now.
As a metaphor, think of the buttons on the remote control of your TV. Each button performs a task. Functions in programming languages are exactly the same. For example, we can have a function for sending emails to people. We can have a function for converting someone's weight.
Okay, I already know all of this. But
Pounds to kilograms.
I'm just going to go through it anyway.
User's input and so on. Now let's see how we can code a function in Java. We start by specifying the return type of the function. Some functions return a value, like a number, a date time, and so on. Other functions don't return anything. So to return type of this function is void. Functions return a value. Now let's see how we can code a function in Java. We start by specifying the return type of the function. Some functions return a value, like a number, a date, time, and so on. Other functions don't return anything. So the return type of this function is void. Void is a reserved keyword in Java, and that's why I've coded that in blue here. Now, after the return type, we have the name of our function. So here we should give our Java function in Java. We start by specifying the return type of the function.
Okay.
Some functions return a value, like a number, a date, time, and so on. Other functions don't
Okay, so this is new to me now.
return anything. So the return type of this function is void. Void.
So, is it going to be different? This is a weird entry point, in my opinion. Okay, I know, but you kind of use functions in everything, right? I don't know. This guy's been programming for like 30 years, like 20 or 30 years. So, whatever. Java, yeah. I hated Java Lamau. Well, I'm gonna have to, yeah. Yeah, sure, but learning about variable types first might be a good idea. Okay, I do know about variables first. He's gonna go through everything right now. Actually. What's up? Java kinda annoying, yeah, but it's not that bad. It's still a good language. Okay, cool.
It is a reserved keyword in Java, and that's why I've coded that in blue here. Now, after the return type, we have the name of our function. So here we should give our function a proper descriptive name, like send email. This name clearly identifies the purpose of this function, okay?
Okay.
Now, after the name, we have a pair of parentheses.
Java is great after Java 8 came out. Is this due to RapGod? No, I have it at 1.5 times speed. I should probably slow it down so I don't have to go back as much.
And inside this parenthesis, we add the parameters for this function.
Obviously, it sounds like he's slow AF now, but
parameters
whatever.
Pass values to our function. For example, our send email function should have parameters like who is the receiver, what is the subject of this email, what is the content of this email, and so on. Now, in this tutorial, we're not going to worry about parameters. We'll look at them in the future. Now, after the parentheses, we add a pair of curly braces, and inside these braces, we write the actual Java code. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to here is that in Java, we put the left brace on the same line where we define our function. In other programming languages, like C#, it's more conventional to put the left brace on a new line, but we don't do that in Java. So we put the left brace on the same line where we define our function.
I love it.
Every Java program should have at least.
I love it. Why are there not a set of standards for these kinds of things? Okay, is this just automatically gonna set it up for me? Like, is this automatically just gonna link it to what? You don't have to do that on the same line. It's really a preference. I like having it on the same line though. Just click next. I need to add this to the dir. Don't I need to add launchers dir to the path? You can do that, sure, but I have to restart my computer. Also, what is the difference between these? Why is, like, what is the difference between 64 and 32? Like, why just make a shortcut for me? It's not really that difficult. Associations, runtime, JetBrains runtime. If you have a 64-bit computer, I don't fudging know. I don't know, dude. I just hit my mic. I don't know anything. Oh my fudging goodness. Okay, I'll just dox myself real quick then. system about 60. Okay, it is 64. It is 64. Okay, great. Just click yes for all associations. That just means if you open that file, it will automatically open it in Java. Okay. Fair. Down this, I don't need to do this. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Choose start menu folder. Just make a new folder, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. Okay, great. Let's continue.
And that function is called main. So main is the
Okay, and I'm actually looking to like go the whole distance with this this daily thing. Like I actually want to legitimately learn how to program.
entry point to our programs. Whenever we execute a Java program, the main function gets called, and the code inside this function gets executed.
Did it! This man
Now, this actually
did it! Thank you, Luskit, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps towards making my dream come true. Improving my family wrongs, so... Thank you. So, I'm genuinely grateful. I should probably turn off commands just because this is going to take like 5 times as long if I don't.
Whenever we execute a Java program, the main function gets called, and the code inside this function gets executed. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
Uh-huh.
these functions
Yeah.
don't exist on their own. They should always belong to a class. So a class is a container for one or more related functions. Basically, we use these classes to organize
Why?
our code. Just like how products are organized in a supermarket.
Is it just organization? Is that it?
In a supermarket, we have various sections like vegetables, fruits, cleaning products,
Is
and
that
so on.
seriously
Each
it?
section contains related products. By the same token, a class in Java
I understand why it explains this as it is needed for the program to run.
contains related functions.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
every Java program should have at least one class that contains the main function. Can you guess the name of that class? It's main.
Oh,
this is how we
fudge.
define a
Dang.
class in Java. We
Dang,
start with the
dude.
class keyword, then we give our class a proper
Dang, dude.
descriptive name, and then we add
But I would just say it's magic as a star.
a pair of curly braces. Now the functions
Okay.
that we define in between these curly braces belong to this class. And more accurately, we refer to them as methods. So a method is a function that is part of a class. In some
Okay.
programming languages like Python, we can have a function
Oh, okay. Okay. A method is like, you know, like you do a method. You use a method on your variable or your what the fudge is it? Oh my gosh, dude. On your variable or your object to do something with it, right? Because throwing out methods and classes at someone new to programming is kind of crazy.
that exists outside
Okay.
of a class. So we call it a function. But when a function belongs to
I do know some basic things. Maybe even more than basic things. I don't really
a
know.
class, we refer to it as a method of that class. Okay? Now, in Java, all
Sure.
these classes and methods should have an access modifier. An access modifier is a special keyword that determines if other classes and methods in this program can access these classes and methods. We have
Bro, what the fuck?
various access modifiers, other classes like public, private, and so on. Now, most
Oh, okay. I get it. It's like local and global variable. Okay. Fair. Yeah, I mean, if you know, basically it's like variables, functions, operations. I don't really know functions like super well, but I do kinda
of the time we use the
you
public
know,
access modifier,
I
so we put that in front
know
of
the
our class
beginning.
and method declarations. So this is the basic structure of a Java program.
All
At
right.
the minimum, we have a main class.
Okay, so
and
this is
inside main
every
class, we have
Java
the main method.
program.
Now, you might be curious why we have a capital M in the name of this class. Because in Java, we use different conventions for naming our classes and our methods. To name our classes, we use the Pascal naming convention, and that basically means the first letter of every word should be uppercase. In contrast, to name our methods, we use the camel naming convention, and that means the first letter of every word should be uppercase except the first word. So that is why we have a capital M in the name of this class. All right, now that you understand the anatomy of a Java program, let's create
Okay,
a
I
Java
didn't know
project
that's
and see
what
all
they
these
were.
building blocks in action.
I didn't know that's what they were called,
When most people
actually.
teach themselves to code, they learn like this. Let me ask you something though. How
Stop. Okay, we got fudge. Okay, I'll do it later. Fine. Okay, let's pull this up now. So now I have PyCharm down here. And now I have this. Oh, they're made by the same people. Okay. Fair. Wow. Insane. Very nuts. Well, that was expected. Gonna be hard to stream while you try to set up a coding environment. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just it'll be good by tomorrow. Oh, wait, this is Kotlin. Wait, they have Kotlin on here. But I should learn regular Java first. Right? Okay, he's gonna tell me how to do this.
In this Java tutorial, you're going to learn how to
You don't have to select any of them. That's just add-ons.
write
Okay.
and execute your first Java
Fair.
program.
Thank you guys.
So let's open Untitled.
You guys are actually going to be helping me. You guys are going to be teaching me how to code,
Idea.
basically.
Here on the home screen, let's create a new project. All right, on the left side, select Java and make sure project SDK is not blank. So earlier we downloaded JDK or Java Development Kit version 12. That is why JDK version 12 is selected here. If you don't see that, make sure to select it from this drop-down list. All right, now let's click on Next. On this page, select Create Project from Template. So we're going to create a
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Learning 1. That's fine. That's fine. Amazing. Stop. Stop. Am I ever going to need these? To select several words, press and hold near what the whatever the fudge that is. No. No. Nope. Okay. All right, it already has it. Has stuff for me. I don't know what this is though. I have no idea what the heck that is. Also this here. Appearance. Full screen toolbar. No. Wait, why don't they just have one IDE that you can choose to have Python or Java in it? Because this looks exactly like PyCharm. Like, this is pretty much PyCharm, but Java. Let me hit the freaking... Let me hit the table a few more times. Just think of it as folders. It creates a folder named com, and inside that folder is another folder named company, and inside that is your main Java file. Okay, I just don't know why you would need to do that exactly. But okay. Alrighty, that didn't do anything. Is this even working? This is not... That is not what I meant. I forgot what I forgot what I did. Here. Editor. Okay, this is the wrong thing. This is the wrong thing. Let's just do default. How do I reset default? Is there default settings? Nope. Okay, editor. It's really important to start for now. Okay, I know, but I want it to be larger on the screen. Okay, this is it here. Let's just do like 30. Is that good? No. 25. That's good. That's better. That's better.
Command line application, which is an application that we can run from the command.
We got it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, the packages thing. Oh, okay.
GUI. Now, I know a command line application is not as exciting as an application with a graphical user interface, like a mobile app.
So basically how much time we wasted fiddling with IDE text colors.
But trust me, building an application with a graphical user interface is very complicated.
Honestly, seems relatable.
We're just going to build command line applications to learn Java properly. Once you learn Java properly, then you can learn about building desktop or mobile applications with Java. All right, now let's click next. On this page, we have to give our project a name. Let's call it Hello World Projects folder.
Stop.
On your
Why?
And methods, I told you that a class is a container concept called with. Now, Python is code with the
okay. He's gonna tell me what it is right now.
The base package, which is set to com.code with Mosh on my machine. On your machine is probably going to be com.package. What is this? Well, earlier we talked about classes and methods. I told you that a class is a container of related methods. So we use classes to organize our code. By the same token, we have a concept called package, and we use a package to group related classes. So as our applications grow, we're going to end up with hundreds or even thousands of classes.
All right.
We should properly organize these classes into packages. Now, by convention, the base package for a Java project is the domain name of your company in reverse. So my website is codewithmosh.com. That is why I'm going to set the base package for this project to com.codewithmosh. Now, it doesn't mean that you should have an...
Okay, my real question is like, okay, you got functions inside classes. Fine. I get that. Then you got classes inside packages. Why? Like, why do you have to do this?
Actual domain registered on the internet. This is just a way to create a namespace for our classes. So now every class that we create in this project will belong to this package. We're going to talk about packages in more detail in the future. So for now, just type this package for your project.
Fine, whatever.
Your name or whatever. It doesn't really matter. All right, now let's go forward. All right, here's our first Java project.
Okay, and he has his text big AF. Holy sh...
Now, this code editor might look a little bit intimidating at first, but trust me, it's really easy, and you're going to learn about it throughout this course.
Holy schmoly.
The project panel where we can see all the folders and files in our project.
Okay, also, I was doing Python, and, like, none of this was... Like, I don't know what the crap... I don't know what this crap is. Well, okay, I know these are libraries, but, like... Inside this folder, there's like another thing. Like there's another whatever the fudge, and I have no idea what's going on. But
inside this project,
guess it doesn't matter.
Source folder where we have the source code of our project.
Sure.
In this folder, we have another folder that is com.codewithmosh. That is the name of our base package.
Why?
In this package, we have this class main. So you can see this main file opened on the right side here. Now look at the name of this file. It's main.
Okay.
Java. So
sure.
all Java files should have the Java extension, okay?
Okay.
Now, let's collapse the project panel by clicking on this icon.
Like why dot idea? What?
That is better. So see what we have here.
What,
on top of this.
Let's say if your website and you have login system to that, and then have a shop system too. Each system might have multiple classes. So to get a quick overview of where all the shop stuff is, you might create a shop package and a login package to keep it structured. Okay, so it's like it's just like a folder, right? It's like, you know, it's like my freaking pictures folder. And my videos folder, I
Fine.
guess.
We have the package statement, and this is used to specify what package
Okay.
this class
Sure.
belongs to. So the main class that we have here belongs to this package. Now this package statement is terminated by semicolon. So in Java, wherever we have a statement, we should terminate that statement with
God,
a
it's just
semicolon.
called
This is
packages.
exactly like C# or C++. Now below this package statement, we have our main class, exactly like what you saw in the previous tutorial. So we have public class main with a pair of curly braces. Inside this class, we have our main method. So it's a public method, which means it's accessible from other parts of this program. It's static. We haven't talked about static methods yet. We'll talk about them in the future. For now, just remember that the main method in your program should always
Whatever.
be static.
Fine.
The return type
Fine.
of this method is void, which means this method is not going to return a value. And here in parentheses, we have one parameter for this function. We can use these parameters to pass values to our program. Again, we'll look at this in the future. The return type of this method is void, which means this method is not going to return a value. And here in parentheses, we have one parameter for this function.
Okay, void isn't like you're not. I'm gonna have to change that if I actually want output in my program, right?
We can use these parameters to pass values to our program. Again, we'll look at this in the future. Now, right after this parenthesis, you can see the left brace, and this is where we write the code in this method. Now, by default, we have this line prefixed with 2 slashes. This indicates a comment. We use these comments to explain our code to other people. So these comments
No, the main returns void always. Oh. What?
don't get executed.
So what? Okay. I know print is weird in this. What is it? It's system dot something system dot out print system dot out dot print in. Gosh dang, dude. System. What the fudge is that? Oh, string is st. That's so annoying. System dot out dot print in. Is it print in or print ln? But you can do sout and click tab and it auto completes for you. Wait. Really? Sauce. Tab. What the fudge? What am I doing? You have to do it. Okay. Yeah. Bruh. Never mind. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll do it
Now,
later.
let's remove this comment and write a bit of code to print something on the terminal.
Okay,
So use
he's
the
gonna
system
tell
class
me
in
now.
Java. So capital S, system. Here in this
Okay, why is that not showing up for me? Oh, because it has to be inside. Okay. Okay. I got it. It has to be inside. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, baby. This is an L? Why L? I'm so confused.
tooltip, you can see the system class is defined in this package.
Okay, if I was making a programming language, I would do things much differently. But whatever.
Java.lang or language. Also, look at this icon on the left side. This indicates a class. Now, inside this class, we have various members. We can use the dot operator to see the members defined in the system class. Now, the member that we're going to access is out. Look at the icon.
Member. Why is it member? Member? Not method. Oh,
of this
whatever.
member. It's F, which is short for field. We're going to talk about fields
Whatever.
in the
I'll
future.
stop
We'll talk about
asking
classes and
questions.
Object-oriented programming. Now, what is interesting here is the type of this field, and you can see that on the right side. That is print stream. So print stream is another class that is defined,
Print strength?
and you can see that on the right side. That is print stream. So print stream
Stream?
is another class that is
Okay.
defined in Java. So once again, we use the dot
Java's not
operator.
intuitive in my opinion. I'm sure Untitled will probably have some easier shortcuts and stuff. I hope so. honestly.
look at the methods or members defined in the print stream class.
But honestly, even if there isn't one, someone could just make a mod for there to be shortcuts, right?
The method we're going to use is println, which is short for line. Look at the icon for this method.
Dude, okay, here's the great thing about hytale. I know I'm pausing a lot. But hytale, it's like, oh, game sucks. As long as the modding tools don't suck, you can just mod, you can just mod the game how you want, right? Like, oh, let me just change the value for like mining speed just like down a little bit and like whatever, right? He's going into advanced stuff so quick for beginners.
Now,
Got it.
You press enter, and IntelliJ automatically adds these parentheses, ln, which is short for line. Look at the icon for this method. So m indicates a method. Now, you press enter, and IntelliJ automatically adds these parentheses as well as a semicolon. So now with the code on line 6, we're calling or executing the print line method. Earlier I told you that inside this parentheses, we can pass values to our methods.
Yeah, it's easy win for hytale. Hytale can't really fill unless the mod tools are not as good as promised. True. I actually commented on your video about that
terminal. So let's type double quotes
with a lot of other not nice things. Well, not that it's not nice. Oh, whatever.
And inside these quotes, write hello world. So hello world is textual data. In Java, whenever we deal with textual data, we should always surround them with double quotes. Now we say we have a string. So a string is a sequence of characters. All right, so we're done with our first program. Now to execute this, we can click on this icon on the toolbar. Look at the shortcut. On Mac, it's Control and R. I always prefer to use shortcuts because they're faster. So Control and R.
What? Okay, there you go. Why did that take so long? Wait, is that actually... Does Java actually take that long? Holy crap. No fudging way. No fudging way, dude. Wait, what? Why? Wait, that's crazy. Is my computer just like not good enough or something for this to be instant? That's not what I wanted to do. What is this? Shift F10. Shift F10. Try and run it again. Okay, now it's doing it pretty quickly. Never mind.
IntelliJ is building our application, and we can see the result in this little terminal window. So here's our hello world message.
Should be faster then. Okay,
program.
cool.
Next, I'm going to explain how Java code gets executed under the hood.
Nuts. Under the hood?
My bad. You want to learn how to code because you know it's the quick.
Shut up.
Mosh here. I just want to let you know that you really don't have to memorize anything in this course. I've put together a comprehensive cheat sheet with summary notes that you can download below this video. So I've done my best to create the best possible Java course.
Okay.
I would really appreciate it if you support me by liking and sharing this video on the social networks that you
I get it.
Thank you so much, and let's continue watching.
Thank you.
All right, now let's see what exactly happens under the hood the moment we...
Honestly, I'll do it. Fine. What the where is it? Oh, here it is. Get the cheat sheet. I'll get it later. Who cares?
We run a Java program in IntelliJ. There are basically two steps involved here: compilation and execution. In the compilation step, IntelliJ uses the Java compiler to...
Okay, I already know this. And before you have to sign up and confirm 8 emails. Sorry, I'm tired. Before you can get it hot, didn't type it in time.
Compile our code into a different... Now, let me give you a quick overview of how I've structured this course so you can get the most out of it. This course is the first part of my complete 4-part Java series. Each part is about 3 to 4 hours long, so you can easily complete it in a day or 2. In the first part, which is what you're watching, you're going to learn the fundamentals of programming with Java. In the next section, you'll learn about the type system in Java. You will learn how to work with various types, such as numbers, strings, boolean.
Why do I need to know this? He's just trying to sell me his program, right?
In this section, we're going to look at the fundamentals of programming in Java. You're going to learn about variables and constants, primitive and reference types. You're going to learn about casting or type conversion. You will learn how to work with numbers, strings, and arrays. And
Casting or type conversion. Don't you have to use a method on a thing? You have to use a method on a variable, right?
how to read input from the user. Once you learn all this, I'm going to give you a project. You're going to build an arrays and how to read input from the user.
Okay.
Once you learn all this, I'm going to give you a project. You're going to build a mortgage calculator on your own. So make sure to pay great attention to all the materials you're going to learn because you're going to use most of them in this project. Are you ready? Now let's jump in and get started.
I'm going to build a mortgage calculator on my own. I think you do in some languages, though. If I remember correctly, you do in C#. Wait, what? I don't even remember what. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Use the method on the variable. Got it. Yeah.
In this tutorial, we're going to talk about variables in Java. We use variables to temporarily store data in computer's memory. Here's an example. Imagine in this program, you want to store some
That's some nice
So
water.
we declare a variable like this. Int age equals 30. So int
Honestly, simple enough. Okay, I thought it would be more complicated. It's just the same as everything else.
or integer is the type of this variable. So in this variable, we can only store integers, which are whole numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, numbers that don't have a decimal point. Now in Java, we have several different types. I'm going to talk about them in the next tutorial. So first, we specify the type of our variable. Then we give it a name or a label. This is also called an identifier because we use it to
Actually, it's not always the same. It's not actually the same as everything else, but whatever.
identify our variable.
But
This
it's the
equal
same
sign is
as
called an
Python,
assignment
at
operator,
least.
and 30
Wait,
is
is
the
it?
initial value that we are assuming.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What am I thinking of? What have I done before? I feel like there's something like that in Python.
Assigning to this variable.
Or I
So we see
think
on
there
line
is.
6, we're initializing this
Whatever.
variable, which
Who
means that
cares?
we're giving it an initial value. We always have to initialize our variables before reading them. So with this line, we're storing number 37. Instead, we're going to run this program using Control and R. We can also change the value of our variable. So after we initialize it,
Don't have to define the type of variable in Python, but you do in Java. Yeah, I feel I'm like remembering somewhere that I had to do that. Oh, in Python the output, right? You have to define the variable for the output in Python, right? I'm a change your life right now. Forget that fool and just read ahead first Java. Oh, yeah, I'd have to go to the library to get that. I actually, what was it? Head first Python? I got like halfway through it and I still didn't know how to make like I didn't know how to make a practical program. Java is not as easy as Python. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was struggling with that book. Like I was struggling learning Python with that book. If it's the same, like if Java's more difficult, then it's gonna suck even more. Java in 2021.
we can change it to 35. Now when we run this program again,
What do you use in 2021?
we see 35. Beautiful. You can
Okay,
also initialize multiple
simple
variables
enough.
on the same line, but this is something that I don't recommend because it makes your code ugly and hard to read. So using a comma, we can declare multiple variables on the same line. Now, even though this is technically possible, it's not something that I recommend. So it's always better
Java's great in
to declare
2021.
one variable on each line, like this.
Okay.
We can also copy the value of one variable into another. Here's an example. Let me delete these variables and declare a new variable called my age. We set it to 30. And then we declare another variable like her age, and we set it to my age. So now,
Okay, wait, also, what is that called? He says, oh, it's like camel notation or something? What the fudge was it? What is it called? Okay, do I need to remember that? I guess I don't.
when we print her age, we're going to see 30. Take a look.
Camel case, and then what is it? Pascal.
So,
Okay,
on
I don't
line
need to
7,
remember that.
copying the
That's
value of this
that's
variable
probably
into
not
this other
important,
variable.
right?
Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to here is the convention I have used for naming our variables. As I told you before, this is called the camel case notation. So we should capitalize
Okay, camel case notation, and then it's Pascal something notation.
the first letter of every word
I'll make you keep the convention.
except
Okay.
the first word. So in this case,
Okay.
the first word, my, it's all
That's
in
fine.
lowercase, but the second word
The reason I can recommend that book is because it explains the why of everything you're doing. I never read the Python one, but if you were to learn Python again, I would say Python for kids.
starts with a capital letter. So this is all about
Dang.
declaring and initializing variables. In the next tutorial, we're going to talk about various types in Java.
Sure.
Basically, we have two categories of types. We have primitive types for storing simple values, and non-primitive types or reference types for storing complex objects. So in the category of primitive types, we have byte, which takes 1 byte of memory, and in 1 byte, we can store values from 128 to 127. Now, the more bytes we have, the larger numbers we
I think you mean negative
can
100.
store. So next we have short, which takes 2 bytes, and with this we can store values up to 32,000. Next we have integer, which we have seen before. Integers take 4 bytes of memory and allow us to store values up to 2 billion.
Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What the fudge? What is Minecraft's? It's 32-bit, right?
Then we have long, which takes 8 bytes, and with this we can store even larger numbers. Now all these types are for storing
Okay, he didn't
whole
even.
numbers that don't have a decimal point. If you want
Okay,
to
yeah, this is just binary. What is going
store a
on?
number that has a decimal point, you have to use float or double. Float takes 4 bytes, double takes 8 bytes. So obviously with double we can store larger numbers. Next we have char for storing a single character like A, B, C, and these char types take 2 bytes, so they support international letters. And finally we have
Yeah,
boolean for storing
okay.
boolean values, which can be true or false, just like yes or no in English.
Yeah,
Now let's take a look at a few examples. Earlier we used an integer for storing someone's age.
except
as you learn,
wait, it's not exactly. Wait, 1 byte. Wait, what? Go back. A byte? How does it have that range? Though. Oh, I'm thinking of a bit. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
2 bytes, so they support international letters. And finally, now let's take a look at a few examples. Earlier we used an integer for storing someone's age, but as you learned, integers take 4 bytes and allow us to store values up to 2 billion. We don't need 4 bytes of memory to store someone's age. All we need is 1 byte, because with 1 byte we can store values up to 127. So I'm going to change
Okay.
this to byte. That is better. Now let's look at another example.
Wait, that's actually really handy. Okay. Okay, I see the appeal of Java now. It's because you can pretty precisely control the amount of storage you're actually using in any given program. Am I getting that right? But, okay, yeah, am I getting that right? I'm going to continue.
Let's say we want to store the number of times a YouTube video has been watched. So we define an integer called views count. Note that I'm always using meaningful names for my variables because these names help us understand what
C++ has more control storage, but yeah, that's one of the main differences between coding and scripting. Okay. All right. In most cases, it doesn't really matter if you use int for the age of a person instead of a
this
byte.
code does.
Got it.
I've seen some people use variable names like v or v1 or n. Nobody knows what these variables do. So as a best practice, always use meaningful and descriptive names for your variables. So
Sure.
views count, we set this to a large number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now in Java, whenever you deal with a large number like this, you can use an underscore to separate every 3 digits. Just like how we use a comma in our documents to make our numbers more readable, we can use an underscore in Java. So with integers, we can store values up
Okay.
to 2 billion. But let's say the number of times this video has been watched is 3 billion. So I added 3 here. Now we have a red underline that indicates an error. When we hover our mouse over it, we see this tooltip. Integer number.
So most people nowadays have lots of RAM available. Okay, but like if you wanted to control, to precisely control, then you would use these other terms, which most people don't use, right?
Number too large. So we need to change the type of this variable to long. However, the error is still there. What's going on here? The reason we're getting this error is that by default, Java sees these numbers as integers. So even though we have defined the type of this variable as long, Java
Yeah, if you made something for microcontrollers, for an example, it could be important to use the correct types. If you wanted precision, use C/C++. Okay, fair. So like if I'm using like a Raspberry Pi, do I have a Raspberry Pi? I mean, good coders should always try to optimize their coding, but for something small like a personal project, you'll never run out of RAM, basically.
compiler sees this value
Okay.
as an integer,
Fair.
and it thinks this value is too large for an integer. To solve this problem, we need to add an L as a suffix to this number. We can use an uppercase or a lowercase l. But
Your clothes are dry.
Thank you.
as you can see, a lowercase l kind of looks like a 1, so it's better to use a cap.
Unless you create memory leaks. I don't even know what that is.
Capital L.
I'm not
So
gonna
these are
lie to
examples of
you.
whole numbers. Now let's declare a variable for storing a number with a decimal point. So double price, we set this to 10.99.
If you make memory leaks, the type really doesn't matter.
Obviously, the double variable is too large for storing the price of a product, so we can change this to float. That is better, but we have a compilation error here. Take a look.
Too advanced. True.
Incompatible types. Required float,
I'm,
found
I'm
double. The
freaking.
reason we're seeing this error is that by default, Java sees these numbers with a decimal point as double.
I'm guessing. True to Lusket. Okay, got it. Memory leaks is when the RAM starts leaking water.
So even though we set the type of this variable to float, Java sees this number as a double. So just like how we added a suffix to this number
Why
to
though?
represent it as a long, we need to add a suffix here to represent this number as a float, and that suffix is f. Once again, we can use an uppercase or lowercase f. So these are examples of
What the
numbers. And now
fudge?
let's store a character. So
Dude, I bet. Okay. I know this is a bad joke. I'm not even gonna say it.
R, we call it letter, and we set it to A. Note that we should always surround single characters with single quotes and multiple characters or strings with double quotes. Okay? So char represents only one character, string represents a series of characters. And finally, let's see an example of a boolean. So we define a boolean variable called is eligible. Is this
Gosh
person
dang.
eligible for loan or not? We set this to true or false. These are the boolean values. Now note that all these words coded in orange are reserved keywords in Java, just like public, static, void, class, package. These are all reserved keywords. So we cannot use these reserved keywords to name our variables, classes, and methods.
Okay, it's almost
You write
midnight.
code, Tab 9 will speed up your coding process. Using artificial intelligence, Tab 9 predicts your next move while keeping your code neat, smart, and safe.
Wow. You know, I'm thinking instead of making an AI to make writing your code easier, maybe you could actually write a coding language that is like better. Like maybe you could write a coding language that is better than every other coding language. And then it would be easier. I'm thinking, yeah, that would take significantly more time, but whatever. Honestly.
In the last tutorial, you learned that we use primitive types to store simple values like numbers, Boolean values, or single characters. In contrast, we use reference types to store complex objects, like data objects.
Okay, do I actually have to memorize all this? What is it? Byte. Okay, I'm at 34, 44. Not all of it. Okay. Byte, short, int, long, float, double. Char, even though it's technically car or care. Well, mostly just int, double, and Boolean. Int, double, and Boolean. And float, though. Char is short for Charmander. Okay. Yeah, wait. I also need float. I need to know float, which I guess float is kind of obvious. I mean, I already know int, float. Int, float, Boolean, string. And then I'm going to have to, like, do something about lists later. I don't fudging know. Okay, yeah.
Boolean values, which can be true or false.
Whatever,
just like
I'll
yes
just
or no
wait.
in English. Now let's take a look.
Do you know arrays? I know a very little about arrays. Okay, yes. Okay, as I said, I read half of the Head First Python book. And it was decent. Okay, I was getting through it. And, you know, some days I just had to take a break because I really couldn't process everything that I was learning.
In the last tutorial, you learned that use.
But it's a list. Arrays are lists, right? Those are like, they're like the same thing. From what I know.
Primitive types to store simple values like numbers, Boolean values, like data object characters. In contrast, we use reference types to store complex objects, like data objects or mail messages. These are complex objects. Now, in Java, we have 8 primitive types that you have seen before. All the other types are reference types. Let me show you an example. So, here in this program, first I'm going to declare a primitive type. Let's say
it differs per language, I think. I don't know if they are called arrays in Java. Okay, but like, they're the same. Like, when you say array, you mean a list of variables, right? Like, they're the same. Like, lists and arrays mean the same thing. Array can also be a 2D array, like a grid. Okay. I guess I'll yeah, I know a grid. It's like a coordinate plane, right? I haven't said that for 6 years. Just kidding, 3 years. But you most often use list in Java as there's a lot of methods to help you manage the data. You most often use list. Okay. So, I mean, are they not the same thing? I mean, arrays can do more. Okay.
byte age.
That's my question.
30. Now, declaring and initializing a reference type is slightly different from primitive type.
No. All right.
So let's type date Now here in this tooltip box, which is called IntelliSense, we can see various classes that have date in their name. So IntelliJ.
Lists come with built-in methods, arrays don't. Okay. But isn't it the opposite for Python? For Python? Because Python, there are array methods. Like, what the fudge? What is it? Append. What the fudge else? Why did I mean, in JavaScript, I did a little bit of JavaScript. There's like splice and zip or whatever the dude, JavaScript is weird, man. It's like baby coding.
Complete our code by suggesting these class names. Now here we have a date class in this package, java.util. So this package contains a lot of utility classes that are useful in a lot of programs. We also have a date class in a different package, java.sql or SQL, which is used for programming databases. So this is the benefit of packages. We can have the same class, but in different packages. They don't conflict. So packages create a namespace for our classes, okay? Now in this case, if we select the first date class and name package, now here we have a date class in this package, java.util. So this package contains a lot of utility classes that are useful in a lot of programs. We also have a date class in a different package, java.sql or SQL, which is used for programming databases. So this is the benefit of packages classes that are class in this package, java.util. So this package contains a lot of utility classes that are useful in a lot of programs. Programming databases. So this is the benefit.
Programming databases. So it's the same name, but there are different things in both. From what I am gathering.
The packages. You can have the same class, but in different.
Think of it like there is two classes, each in its own folder. Yeah. Yeah, they are different. Doesn't share anything except the name. Got it.
Packages. They don't conflict. So packages create a namespace for our classes. Okay?
Except why
Now,
would
in this
you?
case, if we select the first
whatever.
and press enter or tab, IntelliJ automatically adds this line for us. Import java.util.date. So because currently we are in this package, in order to use a class from a different package, we need to import it. So here we're importing the date class in this package.
You're confused because you need to learn the basic data structure or data structures, arrays being one of them. Dude, I'm so tired. I should probably end the stream soon. But I'm trying to remember everything that I've said. Okay.
Well, packages
I think I get what you're saying.
So back to our date variable. Let's give this variable a name. Like
Yeah,
now.
once this one is over, then I'll end the stream and I hit the mic again just for fun, you know. I should go to bed too. It's 6 a.m. here. Fudge, dude. Sorry to hear.
We said this. Here we need to use the new operator to allocate memory for this variable. And this is one of the differences between the primitive and reference types. When declaring primitive types, we don't need to allocate memory. Memory is allocated and released by Java runtime environment. But when dealing with reference types, we should always allocate memory. Now we don't have to release this memory. Java runtime environment will automatically take care of that. So we use the new operator. Here we need to let's give this variable a name, like now. Now we said this. Here we need to use the new operator to allocate memory for this variable.
Sorry to say, I hate this tutorial. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna do what the fudge is it? Where is it? Is it this? I'm gonna do this one after. Gosh, dude, I hate every single website should have dark mode. Every single one. Yeah, this tutorial sucks for beginners. Fudge, dude. I mean, I'm like kind of getting it. I watched his Python course and it pretty much had everything, or his Python tutorial, and it pretty much had everything I feel like you could ever want. Oh, I guess he never talked about objects or methods, or like he didn't go hardcore into methods. Okay, yeah, never mind then. Jumps into so much stuff before going over the basics. Okay, I guess I just won't watch him then. Please. I just closed all my tabs. I closed all my tabs. Fudge it. Whatever. About the course, part 1. Get started. Log in. Okay, I'll make a gosh dang.
Tervetuloa Mock Screencastin pariin. Tässä tarkastelemme, miten ohjelmointiympäristöön kirjaudutaan, miten sieltä valitaan organisaatio, kurssi ja miten siellä ladataan tehtäviä.
Okay. Should I do this? Should I do this one? Is this good, guys? Is this a good course? Hard to say yet. Okay, then I will okay, I'll do tomorrow then. Great. That's it for this stream, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Oh, actually, just kidding. I actually can't. So I can't stream tomorrow night. Well, can I? I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I guess I may not be able to stream tomorrow night. I may have to stream like in the morning or in the afternoon. Just because tomorrow's Sunday and I'm hanging out with my family. So you guys might not even be able to be there. But I'll try to stream at night if I can. Just because I need your help. So yeah, that's it for this stream. Thank you, Luskit, for the follow. And just remember, guys, have a Dalen.